Hello and welcome. This is a walkthrough video on how to use the sales report tracker for business. The sales report tracker is an Excel template designed to ease the process of recording daily cash and credit transactions. It's quite automated to help you ease your bookkeeping. Before I start, I'm Amaka Ifebunando, your instructor. I'll be guiding you through on how to use this template. Where we are now is where we call the dashboard of the template. And we have some buttons where you can navigate to other sections of the template. We have the setup section, we have the sales section, and we have the report section. When you click on this, it takes you to the setup. And here you have your business information setup. In here, you set up all the information about your business. You also have the buttons to navigate to other sections of the template. You have the dashboard. You can go back to the dashboard. You can go to the sales section and you can go to the report section. Right. So you enter the business name here and you have the transaction type. The two transaction types that will be captured in this template is cash sales and credit sales. We have our main products, which is drinks and snacks. These are the major products this business will be dealing on. And we have the sub-products under drinks. We have sub-products under snacks. And we have the all sub-products, right? So we have our sub-products under drink, sub-products under snacks, and all the sub-products, both the drink and the snacks, right? When you input your business name, you have to input your business name here. And when you input it, it automatically appears on this section of the dashboard. This place where we have my business name. As you can see, we have my business name here. So if we change it to your business name, your current business name, that's what you'll be seeing there, right? So I'll just leave it as my business name. That's the name of my company, my business name, right? So we'll now go to the sales section, click on the sales section. Good. Now this is where you'll be doing most of your daily transaction entry. As you can see, we already have some transaction that has already been entered on this section, and it's important to know that this is a table. This is an Excel table, so that's why when you select it, the table feature pops up. You can see the table feature here, it pops up. So these are transactions we've already imported. Now there are two things I want you to know: how to input transaction here and how to delete transaction that was an error. You inputted it and you just want to delete it. So how to delete transaction and how to input transaction. So let's look at how to input transaction. Now this is the last transaction we have here. So I'll just click, okay, I'll use my tab key. You use your tab key to move from one column to another. And when you get to the last column, you just click enter. So I will input transaction for the 15th of November, 15th of November 2020, and we have, so you see what happens immediately. This is how a table feature works. Immediately I inputted the date, the row appears. You understand? The table row is added to the database. So that's the uniqueness of a table. So that we are using an Excel table for inputting our data. So I'll just put the receipt number. I made a cash sales receipt 0013. Okay, let me use 14 for this. Let's say we made sales of 2 loaves of bread. Okay, 2 loaves. Okay, 2 loaves of chocolate bread, and it's a cash sales. So I'll just cash sales. Now notice that we have under the transaction type, we have our drop down, and our drop down is cash or credit sales. So you can select either of this, right? So under the products category, under the setup, we have 2 products, which is drinks and snacks, and we also have sub-products. Now, there's something that happens when you select drink here. The sub-product of drink will be what will be listed here. As you can see, there's nothing that is listed because I've not selected anything here, right? So if I'm to select drink here, because this is bread, this is under the category snacks. So immediately I select this and I click on this subcategory. When you click on the drop down, you now see the bread, the subcategory listed, right? This bread. So that's one uniqueness of this section. So you have the product category, which is a drop down list, and you should also know that this product subcategory is dependent on what you select here. So if this place is empty, just as we saw earlier, this place will also be empty. We won't be seeing any drop down, right? So I'll just put 200 naira, and when you're done, you just put enter. All right. So that's how to input. All right. Let's input another transaction, 17th of 12, 2020. Okay. We made credit sales, let's say invoice 007. All right. We sold 2 cans of, okay, let's say 4 cans of fruit juice. So because this is a credit transaction, right? It's invoice. Okay, we have 3 zeros. Okay, this is a credit transaction, so you just select credit sales. Now, remember I said, first of all, you select the category. And this subcategory, nothing will be listed because here we have 2 categories that we stated on our setup section. My business name is dealing with 2 categories of products, drinks and snacks. Now, under the subcategory, there is nothing because this subcategory section is dependent on what is selected here. So I'll select, because this is drink, so this is drink. So you come here, immediately you see the subcategory. So this is juice, right? So I will just say 1,000 naira. Good. So when you're done, you click enter. If you are using the tab to go in, let's say you're using the tab to input, immediately you click enter, it takes you to the next line the on that column A, right? So that's how you enter transaction. Now, let's say you want to delete a transaction. How do you delete it? You just select it, right click on it, then you go to delete it. You say delete table rows, because as I said earlier, this is a table. You delete it, and immediately that transaction is deleted, right? So that's how you input transaction and delete transaction under the sales section of this template. And when you're done, we'll be heading to the next section, which is the last section and the report section. Now, this is our report. As you can see, we have our report details here. It's clear. You can see the cash sales you've made from this date to this date. The user has limited inputs here. You can just input your dates, from what date to what dates do you want to see the report, the activity. And you can also select your products here, though this has a drop down because you have already set it up here. So when you go to your report, you just select. So any addition you want to make, you go to your setup and include it here, right? So you can select any of the product to see the transaction that was made on that product from this date to this date. So we have from 1st January to 30th January. If I'm to put to 12th, okay, let's say to 30th December 2020, you see it has increased, you can see. So this is the sales type report, this is the subcategory product report, and this is the main category. So for snacks, we made 11,000, for drinks, 7,000. So for the sales now, we have credit sales is the orange one. So you have 53%. Cash sales is this color, the gold color, like we have 47%. You can see the figures up here. So from this day to this day, these are the reports. So you have your bottled water and look at the graphical representation of the report, right? So this is the report of all you've been doing, and it's automated. It automatically generates itself. All you need to do is to set up your business, input your daily transaction, and just come to this point, select the date range you want to generate the report, and your report is good to go, right? So that's how you use the sales report template. If you want to download it, check the description section of this video. You'll see a link where you can download it, and you can also check out details on how you can get in touch with me and what I do. Right. Thanks for staying on. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel for more of this value templates and more value videos on Excel and other related accounting tools that will help you manage your business effectively. I'll see you in another lesson. Bye for now.